I told a lady at the park that I was going to get physical with her and had her arrested when she called the cops. My best friend Dana and I have known each other since middle school. 40 years now. She had her son Wyatt late, when she was 42, after years of trying. I was the fourth person to hold him in the hospital, right after her husband Paul, and her mom. I've been in that kid's life since he was a few hours old. I'm a big guy, 6'3", 300 pounds, Hispanic, and I work fly in, fly out on an oil rig, so I spend 3 weeks gone and 1 week home. My kids are grown and out of the house. Wyatt is 8, skinny, with bright red hair and green eyes, and skin so pale he practically glows. He looks nothing like me. My wife Ellen treats him like a grandkid, and I treat him like a little brother. On my weeks home, I'm his go-to babysitter, because I've got nothing better to do and he's better company than most adults I know. Last Saturday, Dana and Paul went away for the weekend to get some time to themselves. I had Wyatt from Friday night through Sunday. We spent Saturday afternoon at Ridgeline Park, the one with the metal slide and the splash pad. He was having a blast, running around in his muddy green sneakers, soaked, screaming at the top of his lungs the way 8-year-olds do. Around 4:30, I told him it was time to go. He said no. I told him again. He took off running toward the swings, laughing like it was the funniest thing in the world. So I chased him down, scooped him up, and threw him over my shoulder like a sack of flour. He was kicking and giggling, yelling let me go, and I was laughing too because this is a game we've played 100 times. That's when a woman in a gray hoodie got right up in my face. Maybe late 30s, ponytail, a coffee cup in one hand. She told me to put him down right now. I didn't want a scene, so I set him down immediately. He stood there next to me, confused, still catching his breath. She said she'd already called 911, said it like a threat. Then she reached out and grabbed Wyatt's arm, hard, and started pulling him toward her. He yelped and tried to twist away, calling my name, scared. I stepped in and told her to let go of him right now, or we were going to have a physical problem. I said it flat, no yelling. She let go fast. All that confidence she had a second ago just drained out of her face. Wyatt ran behind my legs and grabbed the back of my shirt. The woman backed up a few steps but pulled out her phone and started recording me, narrating like she was building a case. Big man threatening me in front of a child, she kept saying. I didn't say another word. I just stood there with Wyatt hiding behind me until I heard sirens. 2 officers showed up within 10 minutes and separated the 3 of us to talk. I'd already called Ellen the second the woman grabbed him. Ellen is 5'2", Welsh, and does not do well with people messing with kids she loves. She got there in under 15 minutes, still in her work clothes. By the time she arrived, the officers had already gotten statements from me and the woman, and were trying to reach Dana and Paul, who were 3 hours away with spotty signal. Ellen walked straight up to the younger officer and pulled out her phone. She had an album, 9 years of photos, me and Wyatt at his first birthday, teaching him to ride a bike, him asleep on my chest as a colicky baby when nobody else could get him down. Then she turned to Wyatt's arm. 4 red marks were already bruising up, exactly where the woman had grabbed him. She asked the officer, straight out, if I had left those marks, would this conversation be going any differently? The officer didn't answer that. He just looked at the woman, then at the bruise, then back at his notepad. The other officer walked over and told the woman to turn around. She started saying she was just trying to protect a child, that it looked bad. He wasn't interested. He cuffed her right there on the grass, next to the splash pad, while a couple of moms pushed their strollers faster to get past us. Wyatt watched pressed against my side, and I put my hand over his eyes for the last part. They put her in the back of the cruiser and drove off. Nobody told me what she got charged with. I never found out her name. Dana and Paul called back an hour later, and I told Dana some stranger grabbed her son hard enough to bruise him and got arrested for it. She went quiet, then asked if Wyatt was okay, then asked me to send her a picture of the bruise for his pediatrician on Monday. Ellen drove us home with Wyatt buckled in the back, still holding my hand between the seats the whole ride. When we pulled into the driveway, he finally said something. He asked if that lady thought he was being kidnapped. I told him yeah, probably. He thought about it for a second and said, well, she should have asked me first. Then he asked if we could still order pizza like we planned, so we did.